Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
Moving into the old house on Miller's Lane was supposed to be my fresh start. I'm Bryce, an aspiring sculptor, and the quiet, almost forgotten corner of town felt perfect: cheap rent, an overgrown garden for inspiration, and no nosy neighbors. Or so I thought. My closest neighbor was an old man named Clifford Richards. His house, a dilapidated Victorian, sat just across a narrow, winding creek. Clifford was a relic, a man who seemed to belong to another era. He wore tweed even in summer and communicated primarily through cryptic notes slipped under my door, or during impromptu, rambling monologues when he'd appear suddenly in his garden. He was obsessed with his late wife, Evelyn, and their ginger cat, Mr. Tibbs, both long gone. I'd often see him in his yard, muttering, placing small, strangely shaped stones or dried flowers at the base of a gnarled oak. One afternoon, he caught me watching. Instead of being annoyed, he seemed pleased. "You have an artist's eye, young Bryce," he rasped, his voice like dry leaves. "You see beyond the veil." He then proceeded to tell me with unnerving conviction that he was preparing for a grand transition, a way to shed the burden of the flesh and reunite with Evelyn and Mr. Tibbs. I humored him, chalking it up to the loneliness of old age. But Clifford was insistent. He showed me intricate diagrams, not of wings as one might imagine an angel, but of what looked like a grotesque chrysalis, with spindly, fractured lines indicating what he called points of egress. He spoke of needing a witness, someone with an open mind to document his transcendence. I foolishly agreed to visit him regularly, thinking I could get some unique inspiration for my art. Over the next few weeks, Clifford started changing. He became impossibly gaunt, his skin stretched taut over his bones, almost translucent. Yet he radiated an unsettling energy. He claimed to feel lighter, freer, closer to the truth. His eyes, once a watery blue, now held a disturbing, almost insect-like sheen. He stopped eating, subsisting only on herbal concoctions he brewed himself, which filled his house with a faint, sickly sweet scent, like rotting flowers and ozone. He began speaking in whispers, sometimes with a voice that didn't sound entirely like his own. I'd catch glimpses of fleeting shadows in his peripheral vision, and the air in his house grew unnaturally cold, heavy. One evening he called me. His voice was thin but clear. "Tonight, Bryce," he whispered. "The cocoon is ready, come witness." My heart hammered. I wanted to refuse, but a morbid curiosity, mixed with genuine fear, pulled me. I found him in his living room, which he had transformed into a macabre sanctuary. Dried herbs hung from the ceiling, strange symbols were carved into the floorboards, and the windows were draped with heavy, dark fabric. Clifford lay on a makeshift bed in the center, barely distinguishable from a skeletal figure. His skin had taken on a mottled, bark-like texture, and I swear I could see faint, intricate patterns shifting beneath it. He looked at me, a faint, chilling smile on his lips. "They're waiting," he wheezed, his breath smelling of dust and something metallic. "No more wait, no more walls." Then I watched in abject horror as his transformation accelerated. His skin began to crack, not like dry mud, but with a sound like old wood splintering. Large flakes of it curled and peeled away, revealing not flesh, but something desiccated and amber beneath. His limbs stiffened, his body became rigid, yet it was shrinking, compacting. He wasn't simply dying, he was shedding, becoming something else entirely. The air grew impossibly cold, and a high-pitched, almost inaudible hum filled the room. His eyes, fixed on me, were wide, black, and utterly inhuman. With a final, sickening series of snaps and crumbles, Clifford's body collapsed in on itself, disintegrating into a heap of fine, pale dust and hard, chitinous fragments. Where his head had been, there was now a petrified, hollow mask, a silent scream frozen in place. And beneath the dust, on the bed, a distinct, dark stain, like a shadow burned into the fabric. I don't remember leaving. I just remember running, the metallic scent and the bone-chilling cold clinging to my clothes. I called no one. What could I say? Who would believe me? I tried to rationalize it, a stroke, a rapid decomposition due to some unknown illness, anything but what I saw. But the cold has followed me. My own house, once warm and inviting, now holds a perpetual, unsettling chill. I see fleeting shadows in my peripheral vision, and at night I hear a faint, persistent scratching from inside my walls, a sound that wasn't there before. This morning, I found a small, smooth, incredibly cold, obsidian-like stone on my pillow. It wasn't there when I went to bed. I'm afraid to touch it, afraid to move it. Clifford didn't just pass on. He became something, and I fear he left a part of that something behind, and I was his witness. I keep checking the locks, but I know it won't stop the cold. I think he opened a door, and I was standing too close.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.